Hi everyone, welcome to part 2 of the Husky Portable Toolbox review. If you haven't seen part 1, you might want to check that out first. Some of the tools have changed and I've upgraded this to make it a little bit more useful, and I'll show you how I did that. So I'm going to do my best to do this all in one take. So I apologize in advance if I make errors and fumble some of the words along the way, because I'm going to do this without any editing. So here it is, standard, it's got the 3 lockable drawers here. You can add a lock here if you'd like. It's got a sturdy handle up top. Anyway, so you latch, here's the stuff inside. So if you haven't seen these before, these are Link Axe COB LED lights. I have a video review on this as well. I bought them on Amazon for like 20 bucks or less than 20 bucks Canadian. So I have a couple that I use kind of day to day. So I use those for LED lights. Check out the review on those. And I also use a Milwaukee headlamp to go along with that. So what do we have here? We've got a tray here that opens up. And then we've got a lower tray here. It's about 20 inches by, I think it's 12 inches or so. And then here's the stuff. So on the top, I've got mostly, ratchet socket type stuff, but I've got a utility knife. I've got my earplugs for impact work, a scraper with some extra blades, typical snap-on screwdriver, flathead, just for scraping out bolts. A lot of times you're cleaning stuff up or you need to release connectors, plastic connectors. It's great for that. 1/4 inch ratchet. This is my go-to, which is a 3/8 ratchet, extendable, flex head, quick release. It's a maximum one. Is it really that good? Not really. It's basic, but for oil changes and stuff, differential fluid changes, it's kind of my go-to. Has everything I need on there, extended if some of those oil drain bolts or diff bolts happen to be on a bit tight. Extensions. You can see most of the ones that I have here are impact, whether it's adapters or extensions or universal joints, because I just use those the most. I find them the most versatile. If I have to carry around all this stuff, I might as well use these because they're impact ready, instead of carrying both a chrome set and an impact set. Over here I've got usual stuff. I've got rope in there, I've got gloves, a couple of masks. My impact sockets in the 1/2 inch variety go from 12 to 19, then 21, 22, 24, 27. I have some 3/8 hex bits, and then of course the Phillips always comes in handy. 1/4 inch sockets, as well as some Torx bits on the end there. Torx sticks, 65 foot-pounds and 120 foot-pounds, which are awesome pretty much for any vehicle. I use them really for lug nuts. So whether it's Chevy trucks or Dodge, Ford, Honda, Volkswagen, BMW, these Torx sticks are great to get you started, and then you manually torque up everything after that with a torque wrench anyway. My favorite is this long handle 3/8 quick release flex head cushion grip snap-on. I really enjoy using that a lot. And then of course my go-to sockets, all in the 3/8 sizing. So Mac Tools stuff from 10 through to 19, and then the deep sockets as well. So enjoy using these a lot actually, and I use them very, very much. The last two here you can see are 1/2 inch. This is a 22 mil, usually good for Chevy trucks that I work on and that sort of thing. And then this one here is a 13/16 for usually I think Ford is where I'll use those the most for like lug nuts and stuff. Anyway, go to the first drawer. Some of the tools have changed. A couple of metal brushes here, usually mostly for brake work, but scrape and clean whatever else I need to. I've got this for like plastic clips. Just a basic 18-inch pry bar. I've got a mirror here, pick set, hex driver, nut driver. Over here I've got the Milwaukee Phillips and flathead. I use those a lot, don't mind beating them up. And sometimes these are useful, especially when you're trying to get in areas where you don't want a bit to fall out, like say into the engine area. Another scraper. This one's an extended handle for if I'm underneath and I'm trying to reach up towards cleaning off the old gasket on a transmission drain pan, let's say. Second drawer is all pliers, so long needle nose, bent needle nose, snap ring pliers, cutters, tongue and groove. These are great. The hose clamp ones, I really enjoy how these make your life easier for sure. Finally got a set of those and like it. And then of course vice grips. Okay, and then the last one here is a wrench set. I've got a Craftsman set that goes from 8mm up to 22. some stubbies, some ratcheting stuff in here. What I've actually decided here, though, is I'm actually going to probably get rid of the stubbies as well as these ratcheting ones, and I'm going to replace them with stubby ratcheting wrenches instead. I find that they're faster, and for the number of times I use the long handle ones, not really necessary actually. A lot of times I'm breaking stuff free, and then I just need to quickly ratchet them out after that. The stubbies are actually a lot quicker, so I'll go with that. So 3 drawers. You know, lots of space for your usual mechanic stuff. It forces me to be pretty particular about what I'm going to put in here. So if it's not something that I would use regularly, it's not going to go in here. And the simple reason for that is, one, there's just not that much storage space. You're limited. But the second reason is the overall weight. So this thing weighs in at just over 60 pounds, which is, you know, doable. But at the same time, it's starting to get a bit heavy when you're lugging it around back and forth, especially a couple of times a week or more. Oh, these drawers also lock, so if you stick them in all the way there, it'll... Sorry, because of my modification, it's a little bit stiff sometimes, but what's the modification? I'll show you in a sec here. So the handle is basically what it comes with, and I said to myself, you know what, this thing is 60 pounds. I kind of want, and I'm going to be carrying it back and forth quite a bit, so it'd be easier if it actually came with handles. So, of course, what did I do? I installed handles. One of these on each side makes it super easy for me to carry in and out of my garage, into the truck, into the shop a couple of times a week. And the installation was super simple. What I did was basically I got those like they're for trunks, for example, those metal handles, and then I drilled 4 holes into here, and then I obviously put in bolts and nuts there. Clearly voided the warranty, but I don't plan to give this back to Husky or Home Depot. And you know what? If this makes it fall apart, then so be it. I'll figure out another solution anyway. You can see what I did here was the inside nuts on both, or sorry, the inside bolts on both sides. Right there. Sorry, hand out of the way. You can see I cut them for an obvious reason, which is the tray needs to come down. So in order for it to come down, I needed to be able to get some extra clearance. I basically cut off the ends of those bolts to make it fit. So that's it. This is a fantastic upgrade. If you have this toolbox and you haven't done this yet, I highly recommend it. I think these handles maybe cost me $10 and they came with everything I needed. Actually, you know what? I don't recall if they came with bolts or not. If they didn't, I just went and got some, obviously. So, overall review of this toolbox after it's been several months, especially with the handles on the side, it's definitely good. I am very particular about what I'm putting in here just because of the overall storage and weight. But I would definitely buy this again. I would definitely add those handles again. If this is something that was useful to you and you like the video, let me know by hitting that like button. If you use this toolbox or you have any suggestions, upgrades that you've done to it that make it even better for everybody else, leave a comment so that we can all learn from that and do the same as you, whatever it is that you've done. Hope this video was helpful. Lastly, subscribe to get notified of the latest videos, do-it-yourself and tool review videos that we have. And take care, everybody. Have a great day.